Hey everyone, welcome back to the Resort Show. And today I want to compare these three Holmes HAWF 2021 twin window fans. That's at least something they all have in common is their brand and model name. They also have the same blades. They also in the same color. These three are in the dark blue. They have come in dark emerald green. They have come in purple, gray, and black. I have the dark blue. That's the only version I can find. And they also have that like harmonic noise when they're running. So anyway, let's start with the older version. Let's start with this guy because this one is the older version. These two are the newer versions. So something I just want to show you guys real quick is these rings. This is the inner diameter ring. This cutout is completely circle. And this is oval. That is more circle, but it's still oval. You can see it's bigger here, but smaller there. And yeah, the switch is the same, so that's something they all have in common. But you can see these two things are for holding wires and screwing the motors in. You can see there's just two of them on each, right? Well, this one, there's another one just going straight down. And on this one, too. Just another line going straight down. I don't know what's up with that. I do remember making on my old channel, Crystal Hall Hates Holmes. I was a little dramatic in that video. I was not actually angry. I was just like, yeah, I guess I was more trying to be crazy, just goofy, just goofing around, like, yeah, anyway. So yeah, that is the deal. Yeah, the accordions are the same, the clips are all the same. Well, not on this one. These two are the same because these are the newer versions. Now, let's flip them over, shall we? Okay, now that we got that done, I want to show you the back grill. The back grill. You can see with the blades, just regular, right? Well, these ones got these dots, which I like the dots. This one does not. This one does not have them. These two have the dots. And now something else. These are completely square. They're like a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. These are a 1/2 inch by like a 1/3 of an inch. You can see they're not perfectly square. These ones are. So that is something. I mean, at least I can tell these two apart. I don't have to worry about doing all that. Another thing, this is not the fan's fault, but I can tell these two apart. But this one has a chip piece of plastic. This one does not. That one doesn't either, but it is very yellow. It means it's like brittle and it's about to break. Also, this one has a chip piece of plastic there. So this bottom clip is very hard to keep closed, and this one doesn't. So as you guys probably saw that when they were flipped right side up, or I mean, when they were facing forward, now they're backwards. Now another thing is, well, these clips broke because they're very brittle. Look how yellow they are. That means when white plastic turns yellow, guys, that means it's brittle and it's about to break. So just, yeah, honestly, and this is from me taking these fans apart to clean them and service them. You can see these clips haven't broke yet, but you can see they're yellow. They're not white, which means they're brittle. Luckily, I do have 2 extra clips in here that I can put, I can put those clips, I'm thinking, on this unit, because these clips are definitely going to need to be replaced soon. So, yeah, also something I just wanted to show you. You can see, yeah, that's what the clip looks like, the top one, and that's how I know which one I'd rather have on the top. But this one Look, it doesn't have the little hook part. It's just useless. It's just a brittle piece of plastic. Come on. It just definitely likes to fight when I'm trying to put this back on. Okay, something about the screws. Okay, they all three of them have this. They all have these screws right here. But as you can see, I'm gonna show you these ones. The grills. Yep, all of them. Yep. You think it's the same? Well, this one, just like that, they all got that. And then there's this one. There's that. And then there's two right there. I like the two. I don't like... And look, it's so far apart because then that means this wants to split apart. But however, there's two screws right there. And then, obviously, this one is like that. So, it's very confusing. And also, you can see the accordion is held in by these brackets or these pieces and they're screwed in, which is smart, which is actually a very smart idea. That's what I like about this fan. Is, I mean, this thing may be very I may like those ones better than this one, but I still love this. Because you can see there's these corner brackets that are screwed in to hold this down. So that way when I take this apart, because, okay, if you guys didn't know, I am autistic. Which means like I have autism and special needs, like everything like that. Like I have special needs. I have autism. Like I'm autistic. So ever since I was a little kid, ever since I was just a little boy, I've always loved things that spin, which is why I have so many fans. So now you guys know why I like to collect fans, is because one, they're cool, they're lit as shit, but also I like the fan blades spinning. I do like the tower fans, like this one. They're pretty cool, they're modern, but I also like the fan blades. So sometimes I'll often take this apart just to play with the blades. And I'm like, okay, I don't really have to worry about this accordion coming out because it's screwed down. So that is really cool. Versus these ones, they're just held down. They're just resting like on these two bits of plastic, just resting on there. You can see that thick part is just resting right on there. So yeah, whenever I take these apart to... And honestly, I really gotta think of another fan to, like, I might have to take those, I'll just take, like, the grills off of those mini pedestal fans, because these screws are getting, especially this one. This screw is, like, getting stripped. I can only make it, like, a little snug without the screw slipping, or without the screwdriver slipping on the screw. I'm gonna end up stripping these screws, and I can't find replacements unless I look really hard. I don't know how. I have to measure those screws, and then I have to order a bunch offline, because they sure don't sell these in stores anymore. I do have more screws in here that I can use. I can just take all the screws off of that one and put them on this one, because this one has the most stripped screws. But, yeah, so one thing, I think my primary complaint about this fan is the plug. It doesn't have a fused plug, which I'm very upset about. I wish it had a fused plug. So that is annoying, because then once this fan breaks, all I have left is to replace the motors with a fan that has a fused plug, you know? Or like, because this one, you guys know, I'm sure you guys have seen a couple of my videos, I had to completely replace the motors. Only thing that's new is the motors, which is attached to the plug. Luckily, it still had a fuse plug. That's the old motors in there. Has a fuse plug. If I end up replacing the motors on this, I expect to get a fuse plug. If I don't, if I have to get this version, the old version that doesn't have a fuse plug, then oh well, because this is made a little differently. This is... Oh no, these are the same. Yes, these two have a fuse plug. So at least the fuse can be replaced before I have to replace the whole motors. I have to gut the inside and just replace it. But you know, the switch I didn't have to replace, the blades I didn't have to replace, accordion clips, bodies I didn't have to replace, screws I didn't have to replace. This one was missing a screw. Actually, this screw was on in here, so this one was the one missing a screw. Somehow that screw ended up in that one, so at least I got a screw there, so it's holding tight. So all three of them have, well, both of these have all 9 screws, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this one has all 8 because it just has 1 on the bottom like that. So this one has all 8. These two have all 9. So that is something I am very, definitely very confused about. So yeah, let me just flip these over real quick. Okay, so one last thing I want to show you is, you can see there, but you can see it has 2 little dots right here and here. And same thing with this guy. This one was from a screw. I don't know, this dent out was like from a screw, but I don't know what the hell that is. But yeah, so basically, oh, and this one has like a screw with a washer on it to hold the cord. And these two don't. These two don't. So that's the deal. And I'm totally okay with that as long as the screw works. I mean, as long as the cord goes out where it's supposed to go. So yeah, that's the deal. This one is still kind of locked up. I'm sure you guys, this is the video, this is the one that I cleaned and serviced at my dad's house. You guys saw that video. This one is still a little locked up. It's freer than it was, but you guys remember when this thing was like super locked up. This one was super locked up. This one spun a little bit. I mean, it spun great. But this one, it still takes time to cool off air. But yeah, they're good fans. You know, they all have the same things. Like, they all get the same 3 like ear things to hold it in the window. They're great fans, but yeah, I guess now I know why they're all different is because Holmes wanted to try something new, and instead in my old video I got all pissed off and started flipping the fans off. Not my fan, like my viewers. I'm talking about these fans. I flipped or I didn't flip these off. I just basically did that in general, but yeah, anyway, that was the deal. So that's no, I was just being all crazy in that video. I was not actually angry. I was just being all crazy. So yeah, basically, I guess I see what Holmes wants to do. This is the older version. They wanted to try something new, and they did these two. I still don't understand why like the dots on the back are like bigger and smaller. So I don't understand, but oh well, it is what it is. At least what matters is they work and they're strong and they're being priced what they're worth. So that's really what matters. I would say these are worth about $20. I mean, they're I think sometimes they charge too much, but I think these ones should be like 20 or 25. So yeah, that's the deal. If I was selling a fan, I would say the bigger the fan, the more expensive it should be. Like these would be worth $15. These would be worth $20. Box fans would be worth $25, and these ones would be worth $30. So they're all in a like a $5 range. They're all $5 apart. So that's the deal. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and hope you all can tell the difference between these fans. And if you did that, then if you did tell the difference, if you could tell the difference, then drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notification bell, and subscribe if you, and comment if you have time. That's what I meant to say. Comment if you have time. So yes, I will see you later.